Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to show you around here. This is where we shot from a remote location. I have been told I can tell you where I am. This is the Unity of the Hills. Unity of the Hills. It's a little country church. It's kind of cool. People up, they're all right. It's not a bad place. You guys know I'm not an organized religion person. Not a bad little place. People are great. They got a little food going on. But thank you to Unity of the Hills, Norma and crew, for allowing me to shoot weekend wrap. It's weekend wrap. Oh boy. Crazy stuff going on in preservation. Of course, the big news in property preservation this week, ladies and gentlemen. The big news. Sherry Knott had to file, she had to go in and amend her bankruptcy filing. Think about it. Why? You guys say what you will. Lunatic in the Mountain and myself have been saying the same thing for a long time. You got to stand up and force their hand, because if you don't, they're going to get away with the $50 million. And I'm telling you right now, behind that $50 million is the Jaffas. Alan and Jack Jaffa are behind what's going on at NFN. That money's getting embezzled, and file the 1099s. Do what the IRS guy said. File a 1099. It notifies them. It flags them. It lets them know that there's something going on. That's what it does. So I just everybody wants to say we're crazy when we talk about this stuff, ladies and gentlemen. But we're not. We are. Anticipating. How about that? We are anticipating jail time. That's what we're anticipating. If ever there was a setup for a fall person, Sherry Knott, think about it. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it. But I'm telling you right now, there is something wrong in Gotham. I'm not going to comment on iFast. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a podcast with foreclosurepedia.org, ladies and gentlemen, up to the minute fraud reporting in the property preservation industry. That is what that guy does. Up to the minute fraud reporting. And of course, with the iFast news, my understanding is let me see here. The board of directors, I'm pretty sure, has put something together in the form of a code of ethics. I'm drawing a blank on what the term is, but the board of directors has put some stuff together, and I'll have more information on that. The charter, the rules, the stuff, and of course, iFast is the only organization out there, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in property preservation, that is actually got labor, got management at the table. Something to think about. But the other big news in property preservation is what's getting ready to happen over in the state of California. The state of California is about to break NAMFS into itty-bitty tiny pieces and just stomp the bejeebies out of them. That organization, I'm sorry, pay your dues, you're going to waste your money this year. Go to their events, do whatever you want. Go shake Eric Miller's hand, be his butt buddy, be whatever. But I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a serious issue with the membership, with that organization, and the criminal activity going on. It is it's coming to a head. Labor's not taking it anymore. Labor's starting to stand up, and they're starting to say, hey, wait a minute. We can't do this. You can't make us your employee. That is what's been going on, ladies and gentlemen. You're an employee. The courts have said so, and the courts are auditing everybody in property preservation over here in California. So, something for you to think about if you're going to go down that road. If you're subbing work and you're subbing it into California, like all the offender members are, you have a problem. You have a serious problem. Hey, For any of you who've been following, you know I was on Route 66 again yesterday, getting some kicks, getting the kicks on Route 66. Yes, I was. Lots of stuff, boy. I'll tell you what. I have, and I got a straight up argument, and I'm going to call some people liars, is what I'm going to do. And I don't normally do that, ladies and gentlemen. You know me better than that if you've been following me. I don't really call anybody a liar. But when I keep hearing about all these farmers that are for GMO technology, guess what? I've yet to find one, and I'm in the heartland. I'm in the heartland. There's not one farmer I have spoken to, and I've been to 3 farmers markets. Photos on the website to see the size of these markets. These are not little farmers markets. These are like going to a big event. I mean, they have 4, 5, 6 meat providers. There's vegetable providers. The Amish folks are at these things. And before I go any further, let me get a plug in, because this guy, White River Kayaking and Outdoors Adventures, White River Kayaking and Outdoors, for Mother's Day, you want something special? If you are in they're out of Hollister, Missouri, not California where the garlic is being grown next door in Gilroy, but Hollister, Missouri. Let me see their phone number, 417-335-2210, www.whiteriverkayaking.com. I'll put the link in the description. Ladies and gentlemen, you want something cool for your mother? Freebie. Mom goes free on the white water. Come on. You can't beat that. And you know, you're going to get a big hug from Mom when it's all over, because it might scare the bejeebies out of her, but it was done with love, and you know how Mom does. Mom gives you a hug. She's going to love you anyways. But mothers, go free on Mother's Day. If you're looking for something cool, something different to take Mom to, there you go. White River Adventures, White River Kayaking and Outdoors in Hollister, Missouri. 417-335-2210. And I'll plug this again a couple times before Mother's Day, ladies and gentlemen. Met those folks yesterday. Really, really cool people. Really cool people. Hydroponic, David and Sharon Ballou, they're the owners in Ozark, Missouri. New Horizon Hydroponics. They had some great looking lettuces yesterday. So lettuces, here's another one, the Flying 3 Ranch, all natural beef. You can make orders. They're out of Wheatland, Missouri. The kettle corn people, and if you like kettle corn, these guys are everywhere, and they have good kettle corn. I saw them on Route 66. We were 50 miles up the road. They were over there. They were at every farmer's market. Kettle corn, good stuff. Morning Sun Farms, they got lamb, goat, beef. This guy here, Jed, was telling me that I know this is a controversial subject, but the Muslims, I guess they got something called halal or something. I'm not real sure if I'm saying it right. I hope they don't get mad and want to chop my head off because I said something wrong. But this guy does whatever it is for the Muslims, so they can have beef, lamb, and goat, live or processed. You can get them from those folks. Morning Sun Farms, good folks. And we have another one here, Blayton's. They what is Blayton's here? This was lawn fertilization and maintenance. This is the kind of stuff you'll see here. How about the Dove Creek Wagyu Cattle Company? Ladies and gentlemen, and these guys here, the best damn jerky on the planet or something like that, but they got some good stuff. Every farm I'm saying is grass-fed. Some of these people will do the grain thing at the last minute. High Springs Farm, USDA grass-fed beef. They're in Buffalo, Missouri, ladies and gentlemen. There's their flyer right there, kind of cool. Here's another one. Madewell Meats. Madewell Meats, no antibiotics, no growth stimulants, no animal byproducts, no chemicals, no GMO corn. Ever. So, let me address something from Mr. Nick Syke and No Ideas Media. Nick, if I misenunciated your name, I do apologize. You know I don't do it on purpose. I like Nick. He's a good kid. He's got heart. He's got spunk. Peruvian food. This gal here, man, Nelly, I'll tell you what, I had a tamale of hers for breakfast today. Off the frickin' hook, ladies and gentlemen. If you are anywhere in the Springfield, Missouri area, this gal does food that will blow your hair right off your head. Unbelievable salsa. It was great. As a matter of fact, I was so impressed with this girl's food, I am going to go get a cooking lesson. Okay? Catering for any occasion by Nellie Baxter, 417-671-9956. Unbelievable tamales. I tell you what, I ate a tamale with a couple over easy eggs this morning, a cup of coffee. It felt like I had bacon, eggs, hash browns, pancakes, toast, all that. A big old buffet breakfast. That's how filling the one tamale was. Unbelievable. And it was delicious. Delicious, delicious. Yes, it was. We got London Farms and Gardens. Nicole London, and I'm trying, herbs. She had great herbs. A lot of fresh and dried herbs, a lot of tea mixes and stuff. Need I say more? Need I say more? They were there. Let me see here. Elias Raw Herb Supply, another guy with herbs and teas. This guy had every tea imaginable here. Now, all these farmers markets, I have not, Kaylee, if you're listening, I haven't forgot you. I haven't forgot you. We are going to do an interview with them. But they actually check these farmers out. You got to produce what you do. You know, you got to prove what you're saying is the truth. But let's address this issue about farmers want GMO and all the Monsanto propaganda members of the Monsanto propaganda machine that run over to No Ideas Media and they gang up on everybody and they do what they do their typical propaganda spreading stuff. I have yet to find one farmer. And I am in the heartland, ladies and gentlemen. I am in the heartland. I am in Missouri right now. I was asking in Oklahoma. I asked in Texas where they're growing the cotton. When I saw the cotton fields, I stopped and looked, and I went to and asked the people. They don't want this GMO technology. They don't like it. It was forced upon them in a really unethical manner. But yet, and I want everybody to think about something for a minute. Why do we have to jump through all these hoops to get certified organic food when they don't have to do anything? There's no testing. There's nothing. And I don't care what any of these bozos in these threads say. It's the most regular. It's poppycock, ladies and gentlemen. It's poppycock. And I'm going to ask the question once again, whom do your elected officials represent? Are they like Debbie, let me stab my constituents in the back, stabbing them now? Huh? Think about it. A QR code. That's our food labeling bill. That was supposed to... I've yet to see a QR code that didn't take you to a propaganda website. And you can tell them right off the top because they don't tell you what their product is. They just tell you how wonderful everything is. We're going to feed the hungry people. We're going to grow more food. We're going to use less chemicals. That's the biggest frickin' lie there is. Let it all sink in for just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Let that sink in because none of it's true. I spoke every one of those farms that I named off. And here's another one here, River Made Farms. Every one of the farmers I have spoke to does not like what's going on with the food supply. They do not like, and you guys can say what you will, but I will ask this question again. Why does Kansas need to grow all the corn for the world? Hello? Anybody? Can you tell me why we need a farm that grows 5 million acres of corn? Anybody? Answer that question. How about this question? What is glyphosate? Are we going to buy into what Nick said a few weeks ago about glyphosate? What is glyphosate? Is this evil thing or is it blah, blah, blah? In his presentation, he claimed Franz patented it for Monsanto. Well, that is true. Franz did patent glyphosate for Monsanto. However, and there's a big however here, France did not come up with glyphosate, neither did Monsanto. The Stauffer Company and a chemist for the Stauffer Company came up with glyphosate 10, 12 years earlier. They didn't like the results they got, and they made a notation. It killed vegetation. It wasn't designed as an herbicide. It was designed to do something else, ladies and gentlemen, and it does what it was designed to do. Glyphosate does exactly what it was designed to do: remove trace metal elements. The fact that it kills a bug, the fact that it kills other living organisms is a collateral effect of what the chemical does. The reason it kills everything is because it removes the trace metal elements. And if there's anybody out there that is going to be so naive and so stupid, and I'm going to call you stupid because you are stupid, if you're going to say correlation is not causation, when you start looking at the health crisis in this country and what the health crisis is, when you start seeing people's bodies depleted of what they need to survive, when you start seeing people having to go out and they can't figure out why they throw up, or they can't figure out why they can't, their body's not functioning when it comes to losing weight or gaining weight or anything like this. I'm in the Midwest, and I'm talking to a lot of health providers out here, and I'm talking to people that have health issues. And when I start asking them, hey, as a matter of fact, I told this gal and her doctor the other day, I asked the doctor if he would do this. Look, when you get this lady's gallbladder out, test those polyps for glyphosate. Let's see what's in there. Even the doctors are like kind of squeamish about this issue, because I believe, and this is my belief, and this is the feeling I get when talking to them, they know what the issue is, but it's the chemical companies that drive the medical industry with chemical drugs. Why do you think medical marijuana is not legal everywhere, ladies and gentlemen? Go back and find out who was responsible for marijuana becoming illegal in the United States of America and around the world, and it falls right squarely on DuPont and William Randolph Hearst. So let's not BS about it. Tell it like it is. Maybe that's why all the Monsanto and Dow Chemical and the DuPont, I think ConAgra, what was the other one? Some China thing, Chem China or something, checking my profiles out. Why do you think that is, ladies and gentlemen? Could it be I'm speaking the truth and they don't know how to shut me up yet, other than cut a gas line or a brake line? I don't know. I'm not trying to give them ideas, because they already know about those ploys. They've already executed some of them, and you can bet on that, ladies and gentlemen. You can bet on that. And I'm kind of curious as to why all those people at Safeguard, all those people at Safeguard going in secret mode, think I don't know who's looking at my profile. We won't tell them we know. Don't tell them we know, please, because they don't want to know that. But let's get back to the farmers. None of them care for what is going on. They all understand what is going on. Those two elements are very, very, very important. I have yet to talk to one farmer that didn't point out what is going on in agriculture in the United States is strictly pecuniary greed to sell a chemical. Everyone agrees. Every farmer that I have talked to agrees with this statement. The GMO technology is actually good, sound technology. It's not bad science. It's not fake science, or these people want to tell you you're a technophobic, you're a science denier. No, none of that. That's not the issue. The issue is how the technology is being used. It is being used to sell a chemical, and I'm sorry, Nick, if you can't connect those dots, you need to shut your station down, because No Idea Media is a misnomer. And I'm sorry, but what you're spreading is the propaganda. You can say what you will about me. I'm an opinionated little prick at times, and I am the first to admit it. But what nobody can call me is a liar. And when I tell you this is a pecuniary greed issue, you go out in the field. You go start talking to these farmers, and you find out something blows in my yard that pollutes my yard, and I get sued by the polluter. Whom do your elected officials represent, ladies and gentlemen? And oh, by the way, this week, another 37 people have joined my campaign asking our president, asking Mrs. Trump, asking Scott Pruitt of the EPA, asking the FDA, and asking Mr. Sonny Perdue of the USDA, please get that poison out of our food. You can ask MDG Blogger, she's right on board. Paula Mayer, every day, get the poison out of our food. That's right, Carrie Gillum, the Food Revolution, the Food Network Revolution, I think. What is it? They call it the Food Revolution Network, but they're having the Food Revolution Summit this week. It started yesterday. I will have links for that. I haven't heard back from them yet, and I am waiting on things. My schedule has been so crazy lately, ladies and gentlemen, just crazy. But it will get better. It will get better. Again, tune in later. I bet I'm on a podcast with Foreclosurepedia, and we're going to be discussing some of the ills of the industry and the direction the industry is getting ready to go. Because I'm telling you right now, property preservation is in for a facelift, a serious facelift. GMO Tuesday, we'll be talking more about the Food Revolution Summit, and I should be getting more updates from Carrie Gillum, of course, the award winner. That is so cool to say I know somebody that has won an award. Her award, book most likely to change the face of the planet, huh? Hey, what can you say? I'm telling you, she's on to something. But, oh, by the way, yeah, of course, she's also a science denier, too. But, Yeah, right. That's the thing I don't understand. How all these people will accept money to lie. I'm sorry, I don't understand it. And everybody can say what they want. When I call you an industry shill, trust me when I say you're an industry shill. And I connect dots with money. I don't go out and talk to a science organization that was founded before I was born by Monsanto and quote them as an authority. Let that sink in, Nick. Look forward to your call, buddy. Hey, whenever you're ready, man, let's have a conversation. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I don't dislike Nick. It may sound that way. I don't dislike the guy. Him and I converse all the time. He don't dislike me either. It's a matter, we have differences of opinion, and hey, you know what they say, fat-bottom girls make the rock and world go round. Guess what? Differences of opinion stimulate conversation, and if you don't have, if you can't get conversation going, nobody really knows. Is there, there's not, the GMO waters have been murkied. Anybody with common sense knows how they got murkied. Perverted science. That's how they got murkied. Pecuniary greed. It's what I call pecuniary greed. People have sold out, all in the name of cash, all in the name of whatever, but they're accepting money to do somebody else's bidding. That is pecuniary greed at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what to tell you. But I do know that we need to start asking the question, whom do your elected officials represent? And that is a question. I was on the phone this morning with people back home in Nevada, and we were talking with Dean Heller. I'm going to have a soundbite from that man here. I'm hoping. Let me keep my fingers crossed, but Dean Heller is a ranching guy. He's a farming guy. He's not big on this GMO stuff either. So we'll see if we can get a statement from his office about how they're going to approach the GMO issues as they start working their way through the courts and stuff coming up here. And if you like what you hear, give us a thumbs up. If you subscribe to the station, that all helps. You want to join my Twitter campaign, find me at Aladay LLC on the Twitter, folks. And every day we ask Mr. Trump, Mrs. Trump, we ask Sonny Perdue, we ask Scott Pruitt and the FDA, hey, please get the poison out of our food. It don't belong there. Whom do your elected officials represent? You got to start asking that question. It's voting time. Who do they represent? Me, you, Monsanto, DuPont? We don't vote them to represent them. We vote them to represent our best interests, not the best interests of their pocketbook. Keep it in mind when you go to the polls. Let's have a great day. Let's all be safe out there.